Last year, professional enduro racer Casper Woolley helped me out with some amazing advice on how to corner. Somehow, since then, he has actually managed to get even better at riding a bike. So it's about time that I pick his brain again about how I can become a master at cornering. We only explored a small amount of his knowledge when it comes to getting round turns last time, so we are back to find out more, and this time we're going to do it on a trail. In this video, we'll look at steep corners, sharp, flat corners, and long, sweeping berms. If you do enjoy this video and you want to see more videos like this, then hit subscribe to catch them in the future. The steep corners that we'll be riding today are on a trail called One Man's Garbage. They are likely some of the best turns in the whole of town, and Casper can smash them. I, of course, cannot, but I'm keen to learn how to get better. And first up is line choice and braking.
Do you want to watch what I'm doing?
Yeah, you should go again. That was actually a lot better than his last one. He's actually like making shapes, like the corner. He's actually like following the corner before he's just like going straight in and just square to the turn.
That's how you look sick. I'm gonna level with you, Chris. I may have just skidded into every one of those turns.
That was your best one though since we've been
That was
here.
my best one. I thought so too.
But mostly it was because every lap I was kind of like waiting to say something and I was really hoping you were gonna do it again. Every single lap since we've been here, you've gone inside this route.
I've gone outside the route.
No. You've checked up, and then it doesn't set yourself up at all for this corner, and then you're just, the flow's gone.
I've gone inside on that route.
Every
once.
time, except for that one.
No, that's not
Every
true.
time.
What did I do wrong? Apart from skidding into every turn. But it did look sick, so 6 of one, half a dozen of another.
It did look sick.
Get that soundbite, get that soundbite.
It's
trying
not
to figure out what I did wrong again.
It's not like about what, it's like which of the many things you did wrong. I think we should, since we're like on more of a trail this time and we have like multiple corners, it'd be good if you could like have a good line. I feel like in a lot of videos and things I see people talking about, they like show people where to ride and stuff, but then no one actually does it. So then it's like, I don't understand. Like,
Are we course walking?
yeah, we can do a course walk.
Right.
Every time Paul's, he gets on his bike and then he just kind of like, sort of like thinks about going over here, and then he sort of rides like right here, and then he does some braking, and then now you've kind of messed yourself up for going into this turn. You should at least be riding, starting around here. You can kind of come around this one, and then you're set up for that one. So almost every time you could be like almost a foot farther to the outside of the turn. You should be aiming for the moss.
You mean like there?
Yeah.
I've been going in probably about here into the cool guys zone.
You're gonna go a similar, like you might go a bit faster. You're going the speed that you're like comfortable going. This is gonna allow you to like slowly start riding a bit faster because you can brake. You have way more time to brake before you actually start turning, because you're braking and turning all at the same time. Whoa! I did it.
I think you'll find I did it.
Came through the first turn better.
Yeah.
And then you kind of panic braked right at the end of it.
Sounds about right.
Whereas if you waited a bit longer and then did your braking here, that would be really good.
That'd be better. Why are there new marks up into the bit where you told me to ride? Are you not riding up there? Freaking exactly where you wanted me to go.
Yeah, but that's because you're braking there, so you turn up the dirt.
Oh! I was so concentrating on not braking that first turn, I forgot about everything else.
So when you come through here, you should basically have stopped braking around this rock. That was pretty good. It was his best one. His braking is still not great, but like his line is like a lot better. Like this place looks pretty like flat on video, but like it actually is like pretty steep. So you do have to brake a fair amount. Like you can't just like not brake. If you're braking in the right spots, it flows way better.
I'm not done with my cornering soon enough on that turn.
Yeah, but part of it is because you're not going that fast. Like the faster you go, the shorter you can turn.
No, I tried to go faster.
You went in faster and then you hit the brakes hard. Look at that roost. It was more of a skid, but. You braked here, and then you like, let them go, and then you decided you still had too much speed, so then you used them again.
I didn't have too much speed.
No, I've never been able to crash in this corner, so you should prove me wrong.
Oh! No! It's so hard not to do it.
You're trying to let off the brakes and go a long time without using them. If you braked a bit longer here, didn't brake here, and then braked again here, you brake here, and then you don't brake here, and then you brake again here.
Yeah, that's the backwards of what I'm meant to be doing. So longer on the brakes.
Yeah, like
But I feel like I'm...
like this is a pretty long time in between the turns.
Where do you think I'm letting off the brakes?
You're like letting them off around here.
That's where you told me to let them off.
Yeah, but you didn't do enough braking here then. The speed you're comfortable going,
Yeah.
I want to see you not brake there.
Okay.
Ooh, that was pretty good.
That was better!
You had a bit of a different line that time. You kind of tried to use the corner more instead of just using your brakes. You had enough shape there, and then you sort of like kept going like deeper into the corner instead of just riding like the bottom. You still braked a little bit here,
But nowhere near as much.
no.
Oh!
Should I go again?
Yeah.
I kind of want to ride my bike. I'll try and go a bit slower. If you ride a bit faster and I ride a bit slower, we can meet in the middle. I was thinking about how to like go a bit slower, and then I realized I just braked like the entire way, and then I just like lost concentration.
You know, earlier when you said I've never crashed on these turns.
No, I meant that turn.
I can't wait to use this soundbite.
I meant that turn.
Ah, see, Casper, this is what you did. Look, you rode too high at the end of the turn.
I know, that's what happens when you brake in the turn, though.
You had a good line from here. You actually did the line that you were trying to tell me to ride for the first time.
But see, that's what happens when you brake in the turn, is your bike just goes straight.
Oh well, you've already beaten Richie Rude, so what else is there to achieve?
I mean, this frickin' kid, dude.
Attempt number
This time,
2.
don't crash.
Okay, I'm realizing that you maybe need to brake more than I thought.
So, in a roundabout ways, I'm right here.
No. To let off the brakes like completely when it's like steeper like this is probably out of the cards. You should be braking like 80% here.
Try and do the thing where you're braking, not braking. Try that.
Braking, not braking, braking, braking less.
You just said that you were braking in the corner,
Said braking less.
but you said no braking.
I said that for you to not brake at all from all the way through this turn is unrealistic. Like you're gonna need to brake like drag like a little bit.
Just not as, okay.
Modulation.
Modulation, yeah.
You know, what the Shimanos are so good at.
Do you want normal Casper speed now? What just happened? He was here 1 minute and now he's gone. You were really over the front.
Yeah, you need front end grip.
Am I not getting over the front enough?
No.
Is that gonna be step 2?
Yeah.
All right, step 2. Get over
We're
the
not at
front
step 2 yet.
more. Literally the story of my life.
Like you're close on the braking.
I'm definitely closer.
You know, you're gonna need to work on it for the next couple years, but
I think I've pretty much given up at this point.
what are you talking about?
I'm just gonna sit down and ride trails. That's how I'm gonna do it from now on.
But like, your line's
better.
better and your braking's pretty close, so try a couple more there and then we'll move on. It's like better to like get the thing you're working on down so that you have to do it less. Instead of working on something a little bit and then another thing a little bit. That's my #1 pro tip right there.
I agree with you.
Oh! It was a skid.
Oh,
But it was a pretty cool skid. But you can see clearly, like, now he's sort of making an effort to give himself a bit of shape into this turn. He's actually using the corner, gives him like more rhythm and easier to like go from turn to turn. You got hard on the brakes, but brake like a little bit longer and then get off them more in the turn. That one was a bit different, but I would say a bit more like controlled. But the thing is that when you're braking too much, it's really hard to lean your bike over. Oh, that one was actually pretty good.
That was worse. Ah!
It was actually better. He actually braked a little bit longer, had a bit more shape, and got the bike leaning a bit more. Whoa! That was money. That was good enough that we can actually do something else.
Yeah, that was good enough that we can do something else. You're quite right. So I actually came out of that turn with way more speed than I have before. And then I had to skid because I was like, whoa.
Yeah, but you rode through this turn like more controlled and just,
Yeah.
It looked like it actually kind of flowed. So that's where like the braking helps, because if you're not braking enough into the turn, then you're kind of like on the defensive and you're not actually over the front.
being aggressive.
Yeah. But braking at the right point allows you to be more over the front. I didn't do it I kind of messed it up.
Oh my God. You jumped into that turn. You were off the ground and you jumped into that turn.
Should have braked a bit more, and then I didn't get my bike, didn't come around enough for me. It kind of straightened out.
Now that I've clearly mastered these techniques, it's time to talk about body position. And there's quite a lot of overlap between this and braking technique.
And that was all because you're over the front.
That time I got a bit more weight on the front, so the front tire actually got some grip and started like biting.
Yeah.
And then the whole bike just follows and comes around.
It's important to have the grip on the front tire more than the back.
Yes. The back's just along for the ride.
That was really clean. I think that was your best one.
Crisp.
Because, yeah, it was just like dialed. I'm gonna try and do exactly what you've just done. Oh.
So that time you came in off the back, normal. And then you sort of like tried to lunge forward.
Yeah.
And then that kind of just threw you back again. So you kind of just did this.
Oh, okay.
Whereas you need to get over the front, coming into the turn, and then just drive with that. I feel like you were more over the front and aggressive, but your braking kind of went out the window. One thing you're doing that coming out of this turn and sort of trying to like come up, you know, the enduro.
But I'm trying to do the line
Outside.
that you told the first thing.
No, but instead of going like this, and then you're kind of like coming down, try and like lengthen that out a bit.
Right.
Sort of try and like gradually
Okay.
come into it. That was actually pretty good. We won't tell him that, we'll see what he says. What do you think?
6.3.
Well, what's 10?
Sam Hill in 2007.
Then you can't be a 6.3. But that was your best turn yet. You came in, you actually did take a bit longer to sort of come up higher.
When you're over the front in a turn, as you're past the apex of the turn, do you shift your weight back? Or is it just over the front the whole time?
When I'm coming through the turn, you need to get over the front through here. And then as you're coming through the middle, through the end, it's like pushing you back.
So you're not shifting your weight back, something's pushing you back.
Like the force is
okay.
pushing you back.
Okay.
So like you never like need to try to get over the back. But like in a good solid turn, you're gonna be getting like pushed back. So you're pretty much fighting to get forward the whole time.
The whole time?
Yeah.
Did you think it was better?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that was your best one.
What? That felt like one of my worst.
You're like somehow going pretty fast actually.
That felt slow.
Yeah, but that's because it was like easy. You didn't hit this one as good, but your like position is, you look like more like comfortable. But you know how like last year got you like pointing your knee out. I don't really like that much, but people did, so.
Yeah, I did.
I know.
It worked really well.
I was pretty disappointed it wasn't #1 tip in your pro tip video.
It was 2.
Thing. I know.
You competed with Tracy Hannah.
Okay, well anyway.
Her videos had more views than your video.
It shouldn't be about the views. It should be about the quality.
This next turn is the perfect example of something that I feel weak on. A straight bit of trail into a tight 90-degree corner. Casper, of course, knows exactly what he needs to do, especially on modern bikes.
So we've been focusing on that turn up there, which is like a longer, more C-shape, whereas now we're kind of on a short corner that's pretty tight. The difference here to make this one work is you kind of need to actually brake late, skid, get your back tire skidding up the turn, and then that gets your bike turning really quick. Paul is trying to brake late and get that back wheel sliding up as he's really over the front. Hopefully his bike will whip around for him. It's because you didn't get enough slide.
Oh, more slide. Oh, now we're talking. This has become a cool tutorial.
He came in, braked hard, and then his back tire was like sliding, but just in a straight line. He didn't get his bike angling with the corner. You need to get more weight on the front,
Yeah.
so that the back has less weight on it, so that it can slide up the turn.
This is what everyone wants. How to be cool. This is a new age of.
Because like, you know how you said I was really over the front when I came in here?
Yeah.
Because like I'm really over the front and the back's sliding.
Oh.
So there's effort.
It's really hard.
It is hard.
Let me try again. Oh. Man, it's really hard.
I know this is gonna sound kind of dumb because it's what we were just, the opposite of what we were just doing. To get the back end sliding, you need to brake more all at once as you're over the front.
Oh!
You actually got it.
Yeah! Oh, who's this cool guy, eh? Air 5. COVID Air 5. I flowed out at the end of the turn. Still wasn't perfect.
No, but you had, like, you came in, braked late, the back tire slid up, and it was just like one clean, smooth.
Yeah, I just did
motion.
one corner instead of two corners.
Yeah.
There you go. That's how you corner better. You skid into the turn.
And now for something not as cool, because I think these corners here are some of the hardest in Squamish to do well. Not because they are technically challenging, but because to execute them well is tricky. With the rest of the Half Nelson Trail flowing from one berm to the next, these three don't link up as smoothly. Whenever I hit this section, I pretty much just sit down and roll through them. But perhaps Casper can get me riding them a bit better?
All right, so we moved over to Half Nelson, a bit more of a flow trail, kind of wider corners. We're gonna move to our fourth step. In the last video, last year, talked about like driving your inside knee. We're gonna kind of help with that a bit by focusing on pushing the outside knee onto the frame to get the bike leaning more, which will actually drive that inside knee more. Not bad. Definitely, he's like made some improvements already today. You can see through kind of the middle of the turn, his bike kind of flattens out, and then he has to brake and sort of he's not able to stay on the same line that he wants to. Your line is pretty good now. Sort of through the middle, especially these ones where they're like come at you pretty quick through the end of the turn.
Yeah.
Your bike is like standing up straight. Doesn't need it to keep leaning, and then you can stay on that same line. Are you gonna come and see what step 4 is, or are you gonna just leave?
All right, I'm here. What's step 4?
You know how we talked about the knee last year?
The magic knee.
Yeah, to get that kind of working better, to get your outside knee, trying to push it against your frame. It's not necessarily gonna touch, driving it to get against the frame, which is gonna open up your inside knee and allow your frame to bike to lean more.
Is my outside foot pedals level?
Yeah, well that, you should be already doing that.
Yes. I remember that from our last one.
On like turns like this, they're much like faster and longer. The pedals level is like more important.
Oh yeah. All right, and oh, that feels so weird. Okay, and what? I feel like it's just on my seat.
Yeah, but that's because you're not over the front enough. This is why I need to practice each step more, because it starts to compiling on itself and it gets really confusing really fast if you're not good at each step.
Look, this is what I actually do. I just watch the video back a couple weeks later, and then I actually try and learn what's being said. Everyone always gives me crap like, oh, you get all this coaching and you're not very good. It's like, yeah, it's really hard.
It is hard. I pretty much only worked on one thing for like 4 months all last winter.
Oh geez. Was that eating Dairy Queen or?
That was part of the program.
If Dairy Queen are watching this, they want to hit up Casper for sponsorship. He's got a helmet completely blank, Dairy Queen helmet.
That'd be so sick.
What would you ask for?
3 blizzards.
Oh my god, this is so awkward. This doesn't feel right. What am I doing wrong?
You're getting your knee against the frame,
Yeah.
but you're kind of just putting it against the frame like this.
Yeah.
And the bike's not really moving. You need to drive more like this. Like your bike is actually leaning more, and it is better.
It's better.
Yeah.
But it
But
just
you're
doesn't
sort of
feel.
using using this knee,
But I'm not leaning the bike.
and you're not letting this one drive in.
And
Kind of need to they kind of need to move with each other.
This one is hard.
Yeah.
This is the hardest tip you've ever tried to give me here.
Maybe the best one too.
Oh, hold on. Oh, it's so hard on the, what? I'm dropping my feet.
What should I show you?
Show me. Don't go fast. Wait, don't even go slow. Go slower than slow.
That's what I was saying. Like you're driving it towards your frame. Like if you touch it, that's fine.
Oh.
You should be angling your bike pretty extreme to be touching your frame.
Okay.
Actually, no, that's not right.
It's
More
not.
angle.
Less angle,
yeah,
touch knee.
less angle, you'll be like against the frame.
That was better.
That was a lot better.
I really focused on keeping my pedals level.
It's hard to keep your pedals level and do it. Like it's a challenge. The one thing I find interesting is you seem to struggle keeping your pedals level turning to your
Left.
yeah, turning to the left. It's way easier to keep your pedals level going left if you're left foot forward than going right.
But that's because I spent so long learning to drop my right foot because someone else told me that I should be dropping my outside foot. So now it's instinct, but I can't do it on the right turn, which is why I don't do it on the right turn.
It was overall better, but you still weren't that good on this one.
This is what training to be average looks like. It's just so hard. What am I doing wrong? My feet were level then.
Not there.
You are joking! Do you know how much mental strength I just engaged to do that?
Not very much, apparently. You were like this.
That's basically level!
What are you talking about? Well, it could be like this.
That's what I did.
We found out this is his limiting factor to actually accomplish what we're trying to do. Oh, it was there, but then you just
You are kidding
Just-
me.
bring it up.
Are you serious?
No,
You're not serious.
I am serious.
Well, which one is it?
You should be able to
Okay.
go through this turn, keeping your pedals level. Oh, that was pretty good.
That's it, that was the
in.
one. That was cornering excellence. Thanks, Casper. He just said that off camera, but he just said that was the best turning he's ever seen.
Casper really is one of the best people at cornering a mountain bike on the planet, and the fact that he can share his knowledge with others is actually amazing. There were some fresh pieces of advice in this video, but which was your favourite? Let me know in the comments below. Personally, I think the slide into the 90-degree corner was the best. And if you've watched this till the end, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you can keep up with more mountain bike knowledge like this in the future. Oh, and hit the like button as well. There are a ton of educational mountain bike videos to come just like this. So cheers punters, I'll see you next time.